Movementunes.com, the #1 site for positive music downloading.
Let's talk about Haiti and you coming to Haiti. Let's talk about that.
Well, it's been two different occurrences. For me, when I first came as a child, because I was young, it took me a little bit more time to appreciate things here in Haiti and life here in Haiti. People naturally are always, you connect with Haitian people because Haitian people are amazing. So that's what kind of, I think, keeps me rooted here and made me always feel like this is my home. And so now coming back as an adult, at the time that I'm coming back in, it didn't feel like much of a choice. It was just the time had come and it's time to come back, especially because I think it's important for a lot of us to come back, especially people who are familiar with the terrain, people who understand the life here in a time like this where it's time to bring about or to help contribute to bring about some type of change.
Right, and you're talking about post-earthquake.
I'm talking about post-earthquake.
Okay. So let's talk about you and your ending up here on this leg of your life. So talk about that.
Well, after the earthquake, I first came in. I was in on the 17th of January, and I came in as a daughter, as a sister. I came in to see how my family and my larger family, everyone really, the country itself was doing. And it's nerve-wracking to see the images that we saw on TV and to not be able to communicate readily with your parents and your family, seeing what you saw. So I came to see for myself. I went through the Dominican Republic and we came here into Haiti. I did a little bit of relief work. We set up a relief center at International Child Care's Hospital. It's on Delmar Plantois. And it saw people. Mostly we had a team of orthopedic doctors who worked with quite a bit of people who came in and out. And then I left after I spent about 7 days. And that same hospital where we set up the relief center, they're an organization called International Child Care, and they've been in Haiti for a long time, 43 years. And then after this happened, they branched out and set up a new office called the Relief and Reconstruction Office, which is where I work now as a project coordinator to help coordinate the relief efforts that they're working on right now. So
you came basically to Haiti as a civilian and as a family member just to see your peoples, and then you ended up working in a different capacity. So you didn't come here with a job already? No, absolutely not. I came in to see what was up and see what I can do. And one thing just led to another. Mm-hmm. And so now let's just talk about some of your project coordination work. What are some of the projects that your organization is working with? Okay. Well, for one of our major focuses is the reconstruction of the actual hospital. It's called Grace Children's Hospital, and it's a children's hospital for mostly the kids with tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, and respiratory diseases. It's really important because there are a lot of incidents of tuberculosis here in Haiti, and it was one of the leading facilities for children especially. It had quite a bit of inpatients, and now because it's kind of broken, the kids in their area that they've been working with don't have a place to go. So a lot of them have to be sent home, and they come in for their treatment, but it's just not the same. So we're working on rebuilding the actual hospital itself. They have temporary structures or temporary under tents for the most part, and they're still seeing quite a bit of people. And on the other end is that because they're a medical-based organization, they're working to contain and to promote good health needs in their area, which is more complicated right now because you have different tent communities rising and people living in terrible conditions. With the rain, you have quite a bit of water, and there's so many people living in tents and stuff that the water rises quite a bit. So you have different health hazards that are occurring for that because of those reasons. So the organization is hoping to provide relief efforts in that region of Delmar, which we work in, which is about 65,000 people. And those are the kind of efforts that we coordinate, providing health services, screenings, and different things of that nature. What advice would you give someone in the diaspora, somebody who is outside of Haiti now, who wants to come to Haiti to help? What advice would you give them? I would advise them, first off, to consider how they can help. I think, and my experience is that's actually what I'm going through kind of right now. A lot of people want to help and are hesitant to come with an idea of, this is what I think I can do to help. What do you think?
would it work, and connecting with people here to find out how they can implement that. But I think we all have a lot of good ideas and different ideas. So I would recommend that you consider what you think would work and help contribute to better people's lives in Haiti, to better everyone's lives, including their own. Talk to people and connect with people that are already working, that are familiar with the area, and even in your area, to come in groups, to come in forces, put yourselves together, your resources together, and then connect with people here, do the same, and bring whatever skill it is you can bring, whatever initiative it is that you want to bring, you feel would benefit, as long as it fits it's adapted to our reality, to this reality here in Haiti. I say do that and bring it and come and contribute and participate.
Great. So is there any type of justified need for people to feel fear to come to Haiti, or to feel scared to come to Haiti, like some of the images that you see on TV?
I think fear, maybe it's a reality, but I don't know if it's altogether extremely justified, because just from my personal experiences, there's a lot to fear in a lot of places, but I think it's probably just a good choice to make not to fear. And in terms of the reality, in terms of danger and such, I get up every day, I go to work every day, I stay out in the evenings, I travel in Port-au-Prince. Actually, I travel outside of Port-au-Prince as well. These past 3 weekends, we've left the capital and been to 3 different places, north, south, and I've been safe and I've felt safe. It's not to say there aren't incidences, which there are, because when people are desperate, they have to do desperate things at times. And so you're prudent, you're careful, you're aware of your surroundings, but it's the similar situation for me growing up in Brooklyn. When I go to Brooklyn, I have to be aware of my surroundings. I would not go to Brooklyn. I'll go to Brooklyn till the day I die. But it's just very similar for me. So I don't think fear should stop you.
So what are your plans in terms of Haiti?
In terms of Haiti, I'm here for a bit. I'm going to try to help in all the different capacities that I can. And when I say help, I think in a way it's more participating and contributing, because I felt helped more than I've helped a lot here in Haiti. Even just going around the street, somebody who's less fortunate and you have something to offer you, always. And that teaches you a lot of things, the strength and the different experiences I've lived through, even the past 2 months that I've been here, I think for me have helped me as well. So it's kind of like everyone's participating in their own way, which is really important, because I think if you come and you participate, it has to help improve something, including yourself and the situation and lives of people around you, just like they'll better the life for other people around them as well as yours.
Okay, so you're going to be
here
for a while.
For a while, doing different things that I can. I'm working, of course, and I also think participating in other initiatives. I went to a women's meeting in Pont Rouge, which was a really interesting experience, because it showed me a side of different initiatives, local born and implemented initiatives that are going on. And I think there are different ways to connect with those other programs and projects as well, and to work together on a larger scale and exchange skills, exchange training, exchange information. So I want to get into other different things, and I'm going to do that for as long as I can, and I'm here.
Great. Thank you so much. Can you state your name again, and then your website for your organization, and also your email contact information?
Okay. My name is Victoria Jean-Louis, and the best way to contact me is Victoria, J-L, Victoria, then VICTORIA, JL03, the number 03 at yahoo.com. The organization I work for is International Child Care, and you can go to the website, visit the website and our blog. It's internationalchildcare.org, and if you click on the ICC Haiti page, it'll give you a link to our blog. It's the Relief and Reconstruction blog, where you can follow the different activities we're doing in different tent communities in our area and in the hospital as well.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being someone who's participating and contributing to the Renaissance in Haiti. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Movementunes.com, the #1 site for positive music downloading.